Everybody. I think we're live. We're about to be live, or soon to be live. We're living it up. All right, welcome to the Daytime Emmy Awards, JLJ's special. This is the winners recap. You guys were waiting for this. 5 years running, we've been doing this, and I am James Lott Jr. I'm going to herd these cats, and we're going to talk about what happened, what was. Candice Mack was there, so she can tell us. She's going to give us some insights on what was going on there. It's me, James Lott Jr., of course. Of course, it's all East Coasters except for me right now. We have you guys been waiting for this. Shut up, James. 5 years running, we've been doing this, and I am James Lott Jr. I'm going to herd these cats. We're going to talk about what happened, what was. Candice Mack was there. And it won't shut up.
I was.
Okay. Oh yeah, also Walker Ragsdale, and we have stately Waggett Manor here, Gerry. How you guys? How's everybody doing?
Doing great.
Tired.
Amazing.
Sorry, what did you say, Walker? I'm sorry, you said same time.
Amazing.
Amazing. God, I love it. Well, you're in New York. I see what's going to New York in the fall. I'm seeing you going to shows. I see all kinds of it's beautiful there. I love it. So you live your life like it's golden.
Absolutely.
I do. I love it. My life sucks, but I'm here today with all of you guys talking about 2025 Daytime Emmies Recap and Winner Special. We will go through each of the categories, of course, see who we thought might win, through how they think, and to actually who did win. We will talk about the show. I'm sure all of us have watched the show or parts of it. You at home, I'm sure, have watched the show or parts of it. And Candice will give us a little insight from being there. And I have a few church announcements first before we even get started. As I said before, all of the winners, nominees, anything dealing with the Daytime Emmies will be on this show. Not this show, but the JLJ Media presents Daytime Emmy Award specials. So all the interviews, so don't go to Water Ring Spotlight, don't go to Jace Ring Spotlight, don't go there. Go on YouTube and go to the Daytime Emmy specials. You'll see all the interviews that come in. And no, I'm not superhuman. There's only one person doing this. It'll be coming out in waves. So 8 interviews are out right now, including your number one so far, Rory Gibson. Michael Mealer is coming up fast, and so is Sean Dominic. So we have those out, Tamara Braun, the president, Adam Sharp, and some chick. But they're all out now, and she's cute. But they're out now, and they're all conducted by Tammy and Candice. I will tell you in a minute why I was not there. Stop asking why I was not there. I will tell you. Also, I'm not a dummy. I do have degrees. I'm a 2-time spelling bee champion. I put Emmys as MMIES as something different, as a title of a show. So stop writing me and saying, I think you spelled it wrong. No, I did not spell it wrong. I spelled it in a different way for a show. Now, I put Daytime Emmy for actual titles and stuff for actually the episodes, but I titled it different. Like people do wings with a Z or things with, it's just a little different spelling. So stop telling me I spelled it wrong. And yes, the rest of the interviews are coming out. Like I said, the rest of this week, they'll be coming out. I have like 25 to go through and even more. So they will be coming out, going as fast as I can. Well, I'm happy to have you do them. And thanks to Tammy Govea and Candice Mack. They're already talking in chat how well you did. You guys did a great job. It was Candice's first time. So we have to tell you what happened. I'm going to tell you what happened and why this happened for anybody to know. So I've been having the most fucked up health stuff going on this year with my mother and now myself. Many of you know already that I have cancer. I've been dealing with diabetes. I've been dealing with weight loss. Well, James Lott Jr. got one more thing that happened to him and had no idea it was going to happen until Thursday night. I had gone to see my doctor about my cancer, and he tells me, James, he calls me at night and says, James, you have to quarantine now. I go, why? What happened? He goes, you have chicken pox. I am 56 years old, and I've never had chicken pox in my entire life. And I was vaccinated as a kid. I got chicken pox. And I was highly contagious. So after I cursed the gods and screamed and hollered, I had to figure out what the fuck we're gonna do because it's tomorrow morning, and now James can't go. So I got to put aside my hurt, my saltiness, screaming to be a boss and figure this out. So those of you asking why wasn't Amanda, she's not living in Los Angeles. Couldn't get her. It was too late. I mean, it's too late. Frank, it was too late. Candice Mack was in town to go see the Emmys. I'm going to reimburse her for her Emmy ticket. And I said, Candice, me and Tammy called her together and said, Candice, here's a dream come true for you. And we said, Candice, can you step in and do it? And she said yes. So that is why James Lott Jr., after 2 years and talking so much shit about how he's going to be at the Emmys, it was only the chicken pox that stopped me. And I've been in quarantine for the past 6 days. I couldn't even go to Tony's farewell performance last night, which saddens me also in West Hollywood. So, Candice, when I asked you to do it, you were shocked, weren't you?
Okay, I'm going to do the reenactment because the joke was that they wish they saw me on video, so I'm going to do the reenactment correctly. Candice, this is the text message. Candice, I need you to call me. It's an Emmy emergency. I'm thinking, what in the world is going on? Okay, did the Emmys get canceled? What's going on here? I call James. Okay, let me get Tammy. And I'm like, what the heck is going on here? They was like, okay, just like he just said, I have the chicken pox. What? You wasn't around kids? You know, that's the first thing, right? So we talk, and then he said, you got to step up for JLJ Media. You're covering the red carpet. What? And then I said, okay.
And we talked it through.
I said, okay. We talked this through. Look, I got to step up. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You only get one chance, one shot.
And
we don't have the rights to that song.
Right. And then also, I have all the camera equipment and everything. So I got to figure that out too. So Tammy and God bless her husband, Ernie, they live 30 miles away from me in Burbank or Glendale, one or two. Drove down Inglewood, and I had to spray everything down. And through the door, I live in the hood, so I have screen doors. Through the door, give them the camera equipment, the microphones, explain a few things to them. We talked that night. They tried everything out, figured it all out. But this was all a last-minute team effort. Like, it was really crazy. These are stuff that books are made for, right? And that's what happened. And literally the next day, you guys got there and you were at the Emmys.
Yep. Candice went to get another outfit at 7 o'clock in the morning. Because the outfit that I was going to wear, I couldn't wear that. So I had to literally go to, I'm not even, you know what? I don't have no shame in my game because I believe everything. I went to Target for my outfit. For those and it was not a dress, it was a jumpsuit. Shout out to Target and Burbank. And so I was like, okay, did Candice get any sleep? Barely. Yeah. Was Candice nervous? Hell yeah. Was I looking forward to it? I mean, this was my first. You guys know I talked a good game. I said I wanted to go to the daytime Emmys, and I didn't think I was going to do the red carpet. I just thought I was just going to be there and enjoy and talk about the show like I do now. So when somebody tells you is you have to step up, you have to step up.
And so far you did. I'm seeing things I'm seeing. You did a great job. Even Tony said, because Tony would tell me if you didn't. He said,
"Oh yeah, I know."
We're all real to each other. He's like, he called me, goes, she did good. He told me, said she did good. So I personally really do appreciate that. It was a last minute. There's no, but you know what? Sometimes the best things happen last minute when you don't have time. You don't have time to really think about it. That's the whole point. It's just like, just gotta get in there. Oh, it's right in there. Look at God. Look at God. What he can do. That's right, kids. That's right. But it was teamwork. They said in chat, it was teamwork. And we all came together. And I wish I had found it out 2 or 3 days earlier. Maybe we could have some, but just it didn't happen that way. We worked it out, and and it was good. You guys were on, and it was crazy. But anyways, I just want to get to that part. That's how she got there. That's why I wasn't there, and her and Tammy worked it out.
I have one question for Candice.
What?
I have one question for Candice. How much did you pay James's doctor to tell him he had chicken pox?
You know, I'm not going to talk about that because I saw that online. People they was like, well, Candice is trying to take over anyways, so she probably would do something. I'm like, me?
Yeah, this is like all about Eve.
No.
It's all about Eve. I know. She sprays chicken pox in my plants because you know I'm always my garden all the time. That's what she did. You know, take that,
and
bitch.
That was, I'm gonna tell
garden, bitch.
And I'm gonna say this too, because everybody was saying, are you gonna see James? Are you gonna go to his famous garden? I wish I could have, because when he said that, I was like,
no,
I wanted to go and see him.
I said, I told you could. I said I would talk to you through the mic.
And I said no.
She said no. She said no. That's no, bitches. So
I wasn't airborne. You never know.
It is airborne. So folks. So yes, you can be an adult and get chicken pox. So just that you know. So now I've had chicken pox and mumps both as an adult. Never had it as a child. So I don't want measles. Oh, that happened to me. I don't want the trifecta. I don't know why the fuck I got it, but there you go, kids. I never get sick, but all of a sudden this year it's just kind of crazy. So thanks you guys for doing that. So us at home and you guys in the chats, they're praising you guys. You guys did a job. Yes, they did. They did a great job. They did a great job. I really have no complaints so far. I'm looking at everything, and I'm seeing what you guys had to deal with. So please tell people what you had to deal with, because I saw that it just looked so chaotic, and everyone.
It was jam packed. It was no room to breathe. Literally, like, okay, you know how they have elbow to elbow? You could even get a half of the elbow in. Like, it was literally jam packed, box, and if you had, people had cameras, so you had to watch your head, you had to watch your feet, because in case you fall over a wire, you're going to fall down flat on the ground. They had everybody shoved in. Like, it was just really tight, like a pack of sardines. There was no, if I'm going to say it, there was no real organization. You had like Access Hollywood and all the global press up top. And then you had, everybody else just squished in together. And yeah, it was chaotic. It was really chaotic. Ooh.
I saw Tony and some of his he had like to crouch down and like talk to.
Oh yeah, you had to crouch down because everybody had like their iPads and all the camera here, and you just like really, it's just like, okay, you can't get in my way. You got to make sure if you get in somebody's camera. By the way, I'm sorry to everybody that I was in there.
I mean, you guys are each other's camera shots. That's just how it is. I mean, it's just kind of crazy. And
yeah, it was literally like you couldn't. It would have been if you would have been with somebody. It'd been like cheek to cheek.
Yeah.
So it was really like tight space.
Thank
goodness I wore flats because I couldn't do heels. I'm sorry.
Now for the gentleman, I watched it. I was sitting right here and I looked at my other computer and I had it on. And I almost turned it off halfway through and said I was found the winners later. It was so boring to me in a way that I was shocked how boring it was. I understood what they were trying to do. As you guys watched at home, they were trying to combine two award shows together. And it just didn't work for me, right? I don't think it works for you guys either. So I'm asking the guys, did you guys watch, first of all? And then what were some of your thoughts?
I wish they had been on network television so I could have DVR'd it and fast forwarded through it.
Yes.
And I was shocked at something without commercial breaks and without any foolish segments like they did last year with that, where there was was it Lydia's Kitchen, and they were making all the weird Italian word jokes. No foolish segments like that, and yet it still slogged along at 3 hours.
Ugh. Walker, did you watch it?
I did. The bits were not good, like the little bits between the presenters.
Oh,
Um, I did like that they kind of had time. Some people took advantage of it and was going on way too long and like wrap it up. But I like that they did have that the time. Um, the biggest thing that stood out to me was that nobody really wanted to go. And so they had all the presenters do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 awards. And then you had Mario Lopez doing awards. No one wanted to be there.
Including the biggest show of the night, right?
There were empty seats.
So
Mhm.
There were empty seats. Where are the seat fillers? There was empty seats in the front.
It was empty from the top where they gave the fan tickets, and obviously where people were supposed to show up. I can say this little behind the scenes. Jennifer Hudson came last minute because apparently she wasn't going to attend, but she attended anyway.
Well,
and she
Drew
didn't
was
really do a lot of red carpet.
And Drew wasn't there. She ain't gone.
No, Drew
And we
wasn't
were-
there, and I was mad about that.
and we were told months ago that a particular show wasn't really sending their cast, and they sure hell did not.
They sure didn't.
Maybe for a handful.
They sure didn't.
They didn't
What?
want they didn't want to pay for those tickets because yes, those shows had to pay for the tickets. There ain't no free tickets anymore.
Nope. Everything was
$700.
Everything was paying. Here's the thing. I'll say one positive thing that I thought was it was encouraging. I like that I was in the theater again. I kind of like that. I don't want to see tables by eating and shit. I don't need to see all that. I also like the stage. Actually, the stage was put together.
I thought it looked good.
Yeah. I was like, when it first started, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, it was just kind of like, wow, the stage is cute. The way they have it all set up. I'm thinking they're going to utilize the whole stage and do all this kind of stuff. I thought, okay. So when it first started, and when Mario came out, I'm like, this looks professional. I totally was like, okay, let me sit up and just like be quiet and see what happens. Wonk wonk. You might as well use everybody was there as presenters, basically. Shit. I mean, everybody just sitting there. I mean, everybody was there. I mean, like, why? I don't know why they didn't. When you have you have so many awards, you're adding in the creative arts Emmys. That's what they added in there. Maybe 2 at a time, but it was weird going. Okay, we're back for another one. Here's the next one. Here's like, you might as well just give the awards off camera. I mean, it's almost like the why are we? It's just it was, and it was so weird because also I don't make jokes about it. A lot of the nominees in the Creative Arts Emmys were about orangutans and sharks and like another whole animal kingdom. It was kind of very jarring versus actual daytime TV. It was just really weird. Also, I think thought that was weird.
Also, the production of when they would go to like they would, let's say Michelle Stafford did an award. They talked, they did the bit, they announced the first one, and then it immediately goes to the nominees for the next, and you're just like, I guess they're doing the next one. And it was just like the production was weird. But if people don't want to come and present, that's what happens.
Sorry, Gerry, go ahead.
Yeah, what I found weird was just sort of the amalgam when I think they were talking about hairstyling, and you had like the Kelly Clarkson show up against Young and the Restless, up against some other like judge show or something. Like it just was weird throwing them all into like one stew pot, you know?
Yeah, it was weird. It was kind of weird. Everybody chat's making fun of Deborah Norville. Homegirl's like, I ate my entire dinner and she was still on stage. I thought she would get off stage.
I loved her.
I do too.
She was so like Southern and talking about reefer, and I was just like, I actually enjoyed her little thing. So
me too. No, me too. And you mentioned Michelle Stafford. I thought her and Russell's bit was kind of funny. It was a little bit of fun. It was a little fun in the beginning when they did about I'm openly gray, and I thought it was kind of cute. But I wish we had more of that. It wasn't, to me, it was just like everything fell flat. Everybody's patter. That's what it's called. The patter. It just fell flat. Like they were trying too hard.
Yeah, what Walker had said about the repartee between some of those people, it was actually like cringy at so many times.
Well, my thing is, why didn't they have Livia Diabo with Ailey Mills? Like prime time.
That would have been great. As opposed to she was with that Safari guy.
Yeah. What the fuck?
And it actually, I like, it felt like a really like bad pickup scene.
It's all Tinder. It was just like, because she
Not Tinder.
she was trying to perform. She was like, I get this cute dress on. Nobody knows who I am anymore. She's like, I'm back. I would get that. She was working that moment. Olivia was like, I'm going to work this moment. And when he mentioned Wonder Years, my clap, I give it to her. It's just her chance. I'm like, she's not going to see her again for another 30 years. I mean, so like, come on, girl. But he was not the right person to hype her up. You know what I mean? But I think if Ailey Mills was up there with her, maybe it could have been Ailey Mills, Avery Pohl, and them. That kind of hurt the two daughters, which are TV shows.
Daughters.
That could have done something. I'm like, that's what I mean, producing it. They needed to produce this show. Like, that's where it is. That's where the magic might have been. Not just putting two people from two separate places together to see what happens. It just, people are saying, Ailey, she did look beautiful. She looked beautiful. We'll get to the who should have won, who should in a second. But I just felt like where, if you have like 20 presenters, then let's look at who should be together and like really look at it. I feel like they didn't look at it like that. They just went, well, we have him and her, put them together.
And clearly no rehearsals.
And no rehearsals.
Because other shows, you walk through rehearsals and all. There's absolutely no rehearsal for this.
And like I said, again, it had a great stage. It was a great stage.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Beautiful stage.
Now, beautiful gowns.
Beautiful gowns.
The other thing I thought was kind of lackluster, and I was kind of surprised by it, was the 60th anniversary of Days reel. I felt like other shows have better reels, and that one seemed like it went by really fast. They did a couple of the greatest hits, kind of. I'm like, they stopped at a certain moment. There was a lot more Days of Our Lives since that. Like they didn't fully encompass all of Days of Our Lives.
Yeah, I think some of the choices of showing actors in a role that has multiple people, I was like, oh, you're picking that person. That's a choice.
Yes.
There was a lot of that.
Yes. Maybe there was no effort because it wasn't televised. Possibly. But it's still a show. I mean, to me, it's still a show. I would still think you still produce something. And then also, now, am I wrong? Didn't Bill Hayes die in 2024?
Yes, but he was mentioned in last year's Emmys.
So he was mentioned already. Okay, I was just curious. Like,
yes.
Everybody else in there, I didn't see him in there, so I wasn't sure. Okay,
that was because people were saying that online, and I said no, he was mentioned last year. We got to remember, last year the Emmys was on during the summer, around June, July.
Yeah.
So from that time to now, we lost Drake, we lost Tristan. So yeah folks. Bill Hayes was a part of last year because they ended with his Lifetime Achievement speech.
Okay.
As the closeout.
Okay.
So no digs.
I wasn't sure. I don't know. I just think I've been talking to some people, some other soap press. We've been getting together and having meetings and hanging out and talking and stuff. And it's just really interesting. We're all kind of agreeing on some of the same stuff, in that daytime has a real, in my opinion, opportunity. Especially with Beyond the Gates entering the fray and people getting excited about soaps again a little bit. That's a shame that again, there was no real press for this beforehand. It's online. Like, even if it's online, I always feel like you can still do something big and still make it and still make something good, even if it's not even tons of effort, just still make something that's decent.
But also that goes into the choice of the press thing.
Yeah.
If you're not, you maybe had 100,000 people, I'm just being generous, that 100,000 people watch, you think you would want as much. And it was at the convention center. That convention center is huge, but instead you had them down in the basement. They weren't even where we were.
No, they weren't.
Previous years.
Right.
It's like that place is so big that was no reason for them to be. You should have had as many people giving you coverage as possible. And that was a choice.
That's a choice. I agree. I just think back to just previous ones where the shows were a little cheese. I even think about the Survivor Digest Awards. I went to several of those in real life back in the day. I used to love them, and they were a little cheesier than the Emmys, but they were good. They were decent. They still put on a decent show.
Entertaining.
Yeah,
they were entertaining, and they held your attention. Versus, I'm sorry, y'all being really nice. I'm gonna be a little bit like Walker. First and foremost, I did not appreciate. I'm gonna say it, Mario Lopez. I didn't appreciate it. I didn't appreciate the whole
I'm not a fan of his. I'm not a fan of his anyway.
Because I felt as though he was dry. When they had announced that it was going to be on streaming, I said he was going to be the host. I called it. But it was like we were watching it and it just felt flat. Like all of his one-lines, his jokes and everything, it didn't come off. When they showed, now tell me, I know that they showed the audience reaction a couple of times, right? And even with their audience, it was just sort of like deadpan. And I'm thinking, okay, can somebody pretend to like the joke, or was there a joke? It just felt very uncomfortable. And I was wondering too, was anybody scared or afraid that somebody was going to say something that was going to offend? But I was just like, there's no.
I'm glad you brought that up, Candice, because I have a statement I said on my show on Sunday with Frank. We did a GHB spotlight. A little surprise for you guys. You did one because I had nothing else to do, so I was fucking at home. All the pearl clutching, well, what Nancy Grant said, I think was so unnecessary.
I thought that was light.
She was benign. What she said was so benign.
That was light for her.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
I was like, people get upset. I'm like, oh, hey, she brings politics into it. I'm like, but first of all, that's ingrained in her, period. She's going to say something regardless, folks. That's just a Nancy Grant's going to do that. She had a person that said she's going to say stuff. But what she said was just fight for democracy. That's all. Like that's
if you have a platform, use it. Which she was doing.
Right. That's all she said. Everybody, I wish she wouldn't did. And she should have won. I mean, everybody agreed that she should have won, which we'll get to that later. But it was just like, it was like, it wasn't that bad, folks. It really
I thought she was gonna go hard. I was like, okay, here we go.
Me too.
Yeah. We was all waiting backstage.
I was like, oh.
We was all in the press room when they announced her. We all just like everybody stopped when that category came.
Oh, I did too. I was like, okay, girl.
It was like, okay. It was like holding hands. We're like this Miss America pageant. We're like, and when they said it, we was like, here we go. And we all just was quiet and we listened to her speech. And when she said, stand up. And we're all back there applauding and everything. And we was trying to see who wasn't standing up either.
I know, I was looking too. But that's it. I mean, it was seriously, folks. I just think you guys are overreacting, and that's just my opinion, of course. And you can disagree with me because that's what democracy is all about, bitches. Also, there's a question which I'm going to answer because they've done this for several years now. I don't like this practice. They do this where they show the winners reel after they win as they're walking to the stage, but the stage is not that long or far. So folks are trying to start talking for the acceptance speech, but it still show you the whole reel of what they say, whatever. I don't like that either. Yeah. But they've done that. So Delhi, they've done that several times in the past couple of years. Where they don't show in the beginning anymore. Whoever wins, they show that piece of their clip. I don't like that.
But they had the time that they could have showed the clips like they used to.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Again, yes.
Did they even play the theme song to the? We couldn't hear, but did they play the theme songs to when the actors if it was shoot.
I can't remember. I can't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember the music.
Right. I can't remember. I can't remember. We did or not. No matter what side you're on, fight for democracy should be an issue. I know. I'm just saying, and that's what we can all agree, disagree on whatever it is. That's the whole point of democracy. That's what we want. That's all she's saying. But yes, we know she leans left, and that's whatever. But that's you know what I mean. I just think she was very benign compared to what she could have. I wish she did go off. That would make it exciting. Shit. God, I wish somebody would do something. It was so just like oh. But the one, and like I said, we're gonna get to each of the categories. We're gonna talk about what we think and stuff. But just one little side note, I'm very happy for Paul Telfer. I've known him for 10 years now. He's such an underrated performer on that show. And he's just such a lovely person. Him and his wife, they're working. She's over in Broadway. He's down here, and I thought it was very sweet that he mentioned her. And when she's in Bull Durham and Broadway, like go see her. I just love that. I'm very happy for him and his win, just for that. But we'll get into that whole thing a little later. But I thought that was very cool that he got it. Okay, well, kids, let's get into our usual. We'll get to each of the categories and who voted for whom and who the actual winners are, and we'll see what's going on. I'm telling you guys already right now, this is the first year where we got a lot of things wrong. It's gonna be very interesting. So we're gonna start with outstanding guest performance in a daytime drama series. It was Lyndon Ashby, Young and the Restless, Clint Howard, Bold and the Beautiful, Jacqueline Grace Lopez on General Hospital, Ailey Mills, General Hospital, Valerie Pettiford, Young and the Restless, and Avery Kristen Paul, General Hospital. Ailey Mills won second time in a row in this category, the first person to do that, I believe. We were all wrong. Two people voted for Clint, and me and Walker said Valerie. They gave it to Ailey. Any comments on her winning a second time for that role?
I was happy to see her win. I like her performance of Heather. I mean, I still miss Robin Matson a lot. I really liked, seeing her win. I was, I didn't mind, I was happy. I thought it was going to be Clint for a number of reasons, and then though I will have to say her acceptance speech where she acknowledged, Austin Bean and was just really touching. It kind of made it. I was like, okay, well, I'm kind of glad she won now.
He died so horribly. Oof.
I know.
Yeah, so I'm kind of too. Any other comments?
When they showed the clip, because I completely forgot about that clip. I'm not gonna lie. When she was it was the jail cell, but when she was and she was like kind of going off, and she was like, nobody knows this about me. Sometimes, I mean, I agree. I thought Clint, because he fit the rules, the criteria of what the quote unquote guest performer is. Lyndon was a strong, heavy favorite. Valerie was the underdog. Avery, love you, girl. But Allie had a solid reel, so I see where they went at. So congratulations, and she looked fabulous.
Well,
and Valerie too.
Thank God she can't go into it next year.
That's it. She's done.
You know who next year is going to. You know next year who's it going to. Already, Erica Slazak, ladies and gentlemen. Like she was going to come on here. Like that would have been surprised.
Here she goes. Walker and I picked Valerie. I thought Valerie because her reel was very serious, and they like black folks usually in this role. Usually they get to them, so I thought she might get it.
And I love that Valerie is like, this is how you wear a wig, baby. Not that bullshit that they had me on the show. I'm coming fabulous. This is what I look like.
She did.
But she looked gorgeous. I mean, tattoos. She did have a tattoo. Her hair, the blonde. I was like, yes. Like I felt like love her.
I expected nothing less. I mean, it's Valerie Pettiford. I did nothing less. Mm-hmm. So to make his point on that one. Now this one, I don't mind if she won. We picked somebody else. Me and Walker picked somebody else, but I have no idea. I'm okay with this win. Candice and Gerry got it correct. So you just get a point. This is for outstanding emerging talent in a daytime drama series. Olivia Dabo in The Bay. Anna Lynn McCord on Days of Our Lives. Ashley Puzemis, Days of Our Lives. Christian Wiseman, Bold and the Beautiful. Elisa Yamada, Bold and the Beautiful. And the winner was Lisa. And I have no problem with that because I've been saying this for the last year or so. We just on our show all the time. This character's crazy. It's cuckoo crazy. This whole storyline is cuckoo. It's cuckoo. But the girl's playing the fuck out of it. Mm-hmm. She is committed. I mean, I give her all points. She is committed to this role. And Lisa is playing. I say it every week. This girl is playing it to the 10s and 11s and to the people in the back of the room. She is playing this role. It's ridiculous. I mean, the whole thing is ridiculous, but she has a presence, and she really is working it. So, and in fact, she spoke, to her parents and their native tongue. It was all cute. And I can tell she was really shocked, and that's my best 2 cents.
I'm
Of
glad
all
she
the
won.
nominees, of all the nominees, I was if I had to say, okay, you can only have one person win this year, I would have picked her. I thought that she was the most deserving of the award in any of the categories that they were in.
Okay. So Walker, were you gonna say Walker?
I think it's also shocking that Bold has the best young adult cast right now.
They do. Because even Christian Wiseman.
I love Chris. I love that whole little crew. I'm like, I'm in. I was like, I did not expect Bold to be the one that had the 20-something cast, but they are the it kids. Is that 20-something set over on Bold?
Because they don't have a 27 set at Young Wrestlers.
And
What?
Dave's one suck, and the GH one is it's
They're okay. There's some.
Yeah,
They're
but they're all over the place.
no, I agree. I'm just saying there's a few in that group on GH that are really good. There's some that are learning how to act while they're acting. But did I say that out loud? But that's fine, I guess, whatever. But at Days, I don't know who these people are. I'm like, who are these people? I don't have to cast. I don't watch the show anymore. I don't even know how to have to cast. But I would agree with Walker, you guys. I think that Bold has a nice. This guy who plays Deke is pretty good too. I like him. It's a cute little group over there, and Crew Morrow's doing a great job too. And that girl who plays Electra, and I'm like, I don't like the character.
I think she's the weakest of all 5 of them for me. But I still like, I enjoy
She fits. She
Yeah.
fits. She fits in there.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
she fits that role. Here's the thing: Lisa carried that show on her back for a whole year. I'll say it. I mean, she really did. From last year with the RJ Zende story, finding out Poppy and all that, her father going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and into this year. And like, spoiler alert, I did say something to her about that. But seeing her when she won again, we were all back there, and she was, I believe, the favorite to win this. And the fact that when she came backstage to the winner's circle, you're right, she was about to go into shock. Like, she was just crying, doing, as she said, "I'm sorry for doing the ugly girl cry with the snot." I was like, girl, you won this. Like, you made it, and she made history too. She's the first Asian actress to win a daytime Emmy. So, she was talking about her parents. We kept seeing her parents and her mom and dad, and all of us was like, oh God, like, here comes the water, here comes the tears. But she's very humble. I saw that video with her shopping at the market. I'm like, that's a crazy thing to do, but that's Lisa for you. But yeah, and you're right. This new set, I said this in real time. Bold, it does the thing that some of these other shows need to start doing, is investing in the next generation. Because yes, you have Brooke, Ridge, Taylor, but then you had the Hope and Steffi and Liam. We all grew up with them. So now you go to the next one that have some interest, and you got Luna. Luna's your pull-in. So yeah.
Well, the problem is Christian, Lisa, the new little Deke boy, Crew. Those are superstars in the make. They're not. They maybe.
Oh yeah.
A
yeah,
year.
Lisa's going to play.
As soon as Legally Blonde comes out, she's like, those are, you can't, I mean, they have a great set now, and it's just the shame that it's just not going to be there in a year. Their careers are gonna go up.
Because it's so funny, like the old days, like, right, Jay, in the old days, you'd have these young actors would be on for 5-10 years. Maybe a few would, a Julianne Moore would go on, or a few would go off, but they'd be on the show and be stars of the show for years. I think it's done also. Mm-hmm. It's done.
One thing I liked about Lisa Yamada too is that she is what the Bold and Beautiful always. They have enough beauty beautiful people on the show. She's one of the bold people, like Sally Spectra was when she was first on the show, and like Sheila was before they kind of tamed her into like one of the Real Housewives of, yeah. I mean, but now I think that Sheila gets a little bit more life as being the reasonable one, or compared to Luna.
Well, Luna's the new Sheila, basically. That's your next generation Sheila. You can milk this for years if you want to now, because she's so young. And now that it was smart for them actually to tie her to a Spencer. If she actually has the kid, that's actually smart. So you could never really get rid of her. She's also Finn's daughter. You could never get rid of her. It's smart the way they kind of wove her in. Too late to have to cast at this point.
Also smart of Brad Bell realizing the star that he had and course corrected several times with the character.
Yes, I agree. Totally agree with that. Okay, here's a category that the winner to me did deserve it, but here we go.
Oh.
Supporting actor in a drama series. The nominees were, just refresh your memory, Taj Bello, who looked pretty good. Like, once he left the show, I was like, oh, who's that? I was like, wow, he looked good. Blake Barris on Days of Our Lives. Michael Grossaday on Young and the Restless. Gregory Harrison on General Hospital. And Jonathan Jackson on General Hospital. We all got it wrong. Jonathan won. Anybody have comments? I really don't. I don't think he should have won, but okay.
I love JJ.
I know. And they're going by the things they put in, the scenes they put in. I get it.
I really like Jonathan Jackson as an actor in all of his other awards, but his return this time was just so disappointing and amounted to nothing. I mean, first off, he was brought on. They had that whole segment that took forever of him being Sidwell's prisoner. Then when he gets back to Port Charles, I don't think he ever even saw Sidwell in a restaurant to glare at him. He came on to be Lulu's donor. Nope, not compatible because of his illness. And that romance that went nowhere with Elizabeth and the trying to help Christina cover up the car accident. And then he was suddenly announced he was gone. I'm like, what was this return for? And then he pulls off a daytime Emmy for what was probably one of the most disappointing returns I'd seen in years.
But that's not his fault. He showed up and did what he was supposed to do. Like, if he didn't write that.
Oh, I know, but my thing is, I just was disappointed with the return. I didn't think his material lived up to him getting the Emmy.
So here's my thing. Yes, you're absolutely correct, Walker. It's not his fault and all that stuff. And I've never blamed him. I always blamed the writers. Thinking, okay, if you have him for a certain amount of time, whether you knew it or not, because it's always these things saying they need only have certain. Then the things he changes his mind. I don't know what the real story is, but my thing is Jonathan Jackson is one of the greatest of that generation of actors that's been out there. I agree with that. And I felt it was very lackluster return. I felt there were a lot of things they started, but it never fully took off. And by going by their scenes, I know it's going by their scenes. I actually liked Gregory Harrison's his reel better. I thought Michael Grossaday actually had even though they don't really do much for him either, I thought his reel was pretty good, actually. And I thought Taj was really good. I was never a TJ fan in the first place, but I thought the things he chose for the death of the baby and all that, it was really good. So I'm going by just I'm trying not to go by the whole term. So but I know, he's a name. I'm curious. I'm a voter myself. I'm curious how many folks really looked at the reel or just voted for his name because he was back. I wonder. I don't know.
Well, but also, you just said yourself. You thinking of the whole totality, and it's not that. Anyone, it's that. Well, except for Blake Barris, where they sent the full 30-minute, cut. But it's that short reel. So that's all you have to do.
Let's be real, Walker. Let's be very real. Everybody is not altruistic when they go into voting. That's not true. You have all kinds of things that come into your head as you go into voting. If you like somebody, don't like them, people think, I wonder how each person, when they go into a vote, do they really go in and go, okay, I'm gonna look at straight up just the reels and vote that? I wonder how many people do that for real. I'm sure some do. I wonder how many people do.
I think based off of the winners, I feel like they have included more non-soap people in the voting.
Oh, okay.
I think they have included more. They broke it up the clicky-ish based off they actually, to me, who won should have won.
Okay.
And that's rare. And it was not someone because the GH win, I mean, we'll get to it, but they wouldn't be able to win that many times in a year if the whole ballot trickery was still going on.
I agree with that.
And to me, I really think, and because the one thing he did say that they were talking about the Television Academy, telling people to join, and then you too can become an Emmy voter. I really think that they have gotten more non-soap actors into the voting community, and so they're not coming with that bias.
Okay, maybe that's true. I have no idea who the voting body is.
I mean, because if we're thinking about names, then like Anna Lynn, Gregory Harris,
Yep.
So to me, and I'm not just, I do love JJ, and so I'm not caping for him. Maybe I am, but
just democracy. You're allowed to do that, Walker.
And I love that he was super emotional with this win.
Yeah. I love he thanked everybody that was in his circle, from Tony to Jeannie, which that still ticks me off that they didn't really work together as much as he wanted, and she as well. And he's just always been humble, but when I saw him, I was like, something's deeper. Congratulations on your sixth.
We haven't talked about democracy. We're getting a great disagree. It's not democracy. I don't know who the voting body is fully. I know I watch everything. For me, it's fun. I go in when I get my categories. I watch it and I look at it seriously and I take it seriously. Because for me, it's a fun thing. But I've only been doing it for a couple of years. I don't know if people. I don't know what their habits are, what they do when they go in. But I will fully admit that I probably have some things on my mind as I go in to watch some of these. And I just wonder how many people do the same also. I wonder if it's truly just watching it. And I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah. If they widen the pool, that'd be great. I mean, it's a whole vast part of daytime. The way they give out, so here's a little behind the scenes. A lot of times they'll say, but they have your profile on the Emmys and on the Emmy thing. So you're like, okay, so you do this. Oh, okay, you're in the music. Okay, James, well, this year you're doing all the music categories. That's happening one time. They do music. So I'm just wondering how that's,
that's what could have happened this time is that people who would normally vote, who are on the shows, who would normally vote in the soap categories, maybe they got assigned the children's programming or talk show host or something like that.
I'm down for that. I mean, if that's what I'm down for that. If that really happened, I would be down for that. See how this works. Okay. So I still think Gregory Harris should won. But he won. Now we got supporting actress at daytime. We're all wrong on this one also. The nominees were Lindsay Godfrey, Days Are Alive, Courtney Hope, Y&R, Kate Mansi, General Hospital, Emily O'Brien, Days Are Alive, and Susan Walters, Young and the Restless. I know folks are about to fall out. I know they are, because you know how I feel about this person. I thought Kate Mansi should have won. I know I never thought that I would ever say that in a million years. I thought she acted the fuck out of that role last year. And even the stunts with that was part of the reel of her falling out the window. I mean, it wasn't her, it was a stunt double, but you know what I mean? I feel like she acted those scenes at the funeral. I thought Kate, she is Christina to me, which I never thought I would ever say that in my entire life. I like her. That's the role. But Susan is a great actress also. I'm not mad at her either. for winning. She's a great actress. It's just kind of cute because her husband was nominated and she won, and they've been together for so long. And she's been around forever. She's been around forever. Yes, Lindsay's one of my friends, Courtney Up. But I wish it could have been Kate. And I know people. You never thought I would ever say that. But anyway, what are you guys' thoughts on who won?
I agree with you about Kate because I mean I wasn't a huge fan of her on Days of Our Lives, but with the role of Christina, I think that she's become perfect for it. And Susan Walters, I've never been a huge fan of. I mean, she's a capable actress, not a huge fan. And I thought it was interesting because, you had this great scene of, what I thought was going to be Young and the Restless, big moment of the Jack and the intervention with Nikki in the hotel room, etc. And then they get snubbed. I mean, Melody Thomas doesn't get a nomination. Peter Bergman doesn't get the award. And it's like, Susan Walters gets it for a scene after the fact as a supporting character to it. And I thought that was surprising.
It was a good scene, though. I'll give points to that one. She went off on Jack. That was good. It was a good scene.
You're right. It was good. But I mean, it's sort of like, I think it would have made more sense to me if Young and the Restless had won for writing at least that scene or directing or some part of the scene, and if Peter Bergman had won as well.
So, again, I was upset that Susan won. None of us picked her, but I'm like, okay, that's fine. She's been around for a long time. Diane's a major character on the show. Good too. Walker, Candice, what are your thoughts on this one?
I think Kate had a stronger reel. But I don't mind with Susan. I think to me it's almost like, here's your thank you for your service for being on shows for so many years.
And that does happen. People win awards sometimes, not just for that year performance. Sometimes they win collectively. It does happen. But she was good in those. I should say she was good in those scenes. I mean, I want people to know. I thought she was. I mean, she was good in those scenes, but she went off on Peter. So I'd give that. Candice.
I wanted Lindsay to win, and there's no secret about that because I thought the hit and run and her not feeling her being Medic Xander, all of that was really good. But with Susan's reel, it was more humanized because she was a woman frustrated with somebody, her husband, going and helping that heifer over there, Nikki. I love you, Nikki. But, it was a human reaction. But I also was thinking that, too, she's been around since Loving, Nightingales. Like, this was her first one and first nomination.
Yep, first nomination.
I've been in this industry for what, over, I want to say 40 years. We're gonna,
She said 40 years. She said 40 years. 43 years. Yeah.
Deserved it, but sometimes, it is one of those like, okay, we're just gonna give it to you.
Well, I would say sometimes nominations, not just for Emmys. Sometimes here's an example. Eddie Murphy was really good in Dreamgirls. He was really good. I felt like his nomination was like, here's your invitation to the table. We never nominated you before. Here you go. I didn't think he was going to win. He didn't. I just felt like it was like, here, we're bringing you up, and then we're going to see what happens next. Like, do you do anything? I feel like that's what they do sometimes. And other times, it's kind of that, this bitch has been around for 20 years. Let's finally give her something. And the performance was good. It wasn't like it was a bad performance. So you can't really say, you can say it was a performance also. That works also. So I think both things have happened. All four of us have seen it happen over the years. It does happen. And again, Susan Walters is not bad. She's not bad. Not at all. She's a good actress.
But also the way that they do the voting now, like, we don't know how many votes were between her and the sixth person who could have been right there. Well, I guess hers was higher because they only did the one round, but it's so weird.
Well, so now somebody named Tia in the chat is coming for Walker, saying that
I ain't saying that goddamn thing tonight. I've been over here minding my business, being calm.
They're coming for you. They're just saying they heard that some of the actors did vote in the actor category, so she's challenging.
I didn't say.
I don't did that. Just saying in the chat.
I don't care because I really don't care. That's why y'all getting this energy. I don't give a shit about this stuff anymore. But let's continue.
Yes. All you're saying is that they may have opened. They said they may have opened pool of people voting. That's what he said. He didn't say the actors did not vote. Period in acting categories. He did not say that. So there we go. The winner's circle. she purposely
Oh,
chose
about
and her yelling at him because she didn't want her entire of her crying. Okay, that's what I guess what she said.
Reels had some of the same themes, so I can see why some people voted outside, because it was, if there was the emotions of crying, the mental health. Oh, so yeah.
Well, I mean, now somebody said there should be more than 5 nominees each category. Some years there are more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, one year was 8 for Best Actress.
8.
Yeah.
I can't remember how that happened. And why there was 8. I've seen 6 occasionally, because of the voting numbers. Like sometimes it happens, you get 6. But I don't know why one year was like 8 of them.
Lead actress was 6.
Yeah, lead actress. I think it was. I was the year Juliette Mills was nominated for Passions. I think. And there
was
were
something really weird where there was a lot of people nominated. I'm like, I don't know how that happened.
There have been a lot of actors. I remember that year when it was probably the same when it was 8 lead actresses and it was only like 5 lead actors.
Yeah, it was like really weird. It's really lopsided. But shout out to my girl Lindsay, because she's been nominated so many times for so many roles and it's not one. There's one. So you're there. And Cornel Party she has one, so she's good. Yeah. Now for lead actor in a daytime drama. Let's see. And Candice won this one.
Thank you.
That's why she picked him. They were Peter Bergman, Young and Restless, Eric Martsolf, Days of Our Lives, Greg Ricart, Days, Paul Telfer, Days, a lot of Days, and Dominic for General Hospital, and Paul Telfer won. Like I said, I'm happy for him. The underrated actor, been around for a long time, has done some really great work, comedically, and his reel was good and serious. They really put him through the ringer the past couple of years on the show. They gave him some really good, serious work. Peter always has it's always good. So it's kind of like he's always good. And Dominic, I'm liking Dante, the character. I'm liking Dominic's performance more and more as he matures, I guess. That's the right way to say it. Like, I feel like he's really coming into his own as Dante. Even after the whole Sam death, I'm kind of liking him a little. He gets on your nerves sometimes, but I feel like he's getting more well-rounded. I'm liking him more as an actor. What are you guys' thoughts on this? Candice?
I'm happy that Paul won. Okay, so let me just say this right now. Yes, Peter Bergman is a great actor. He always brings it. Yes, he's been nominated year and year and year, but that means that they're recognizing his work. And I also want to point this out too. Not everybody submits for a daytime Emmy.
True too.
Literally politics, popularity, but the voters, they put these reels up and the voters, they choose them. They select them from a bunch of the reels that they say. So the fact that Peter Bergman always gets nominated, that's a credit to his performance and to him. Okay. Same thing with Eric Martsolf. Same thing, But with Paul, I felt as though last year was the year that Days finally gave him solid leading man material. Say that a couple times. He does bring the comedy. We've seen his growth as an actor. So I wasn't surprised that he was, he got it. I also said Dominic and him are the newbies, quote unquote, new blood in this category, because again, we've seen, Eric, we've seen Peter, Greg Ricart was somebody that was the surprise. If he got it, I wouldn't have been mad. But then you see these 2 others who've worked and did great. So I'm good with this. I'm good with that Paul won. He almost poked his eye out, but he's good.
That's fine. Peter's just, how many times has he won? Only twice, maybe? Like once or twice?
No, I thought it was 3 times.
But he's a perennial, but he's always good. I think he's always good. Stately Manor, what do you want to say?
Well, it's hard. Okay, when you see Paul Telfer walk up there with that smile of his accepting it, it's hard to be angry that Peter Bergman didn't win. So I mean, I saw him, he won, and he is, such a nice, likable guy from everything I've seen. I'm like, okay, yeah, good for him.
Very good. Walker, any thoughts?
Good for him.
Yeah, it's like I don't think it's anything bad. I mean, it's just kind of like, okay, it was like they all had. But Greg Rickard, he took a chance and it worked. He took a big swing, and then we talked about this on the other show, and it worked. Some folks take these big swings and they don't work. I give him points just for taking that swing, and he got the nomination. So good for him. He was there. He showed up. He was there. This thing. So very good. My whole thing is with these shows. We talked about this earlier. These folks need to really look at who their leading men are.
And
Yes.
women. And because a Susan won supporting, but the was the wrong Susan because she put her name in the wrong category. Susan Seaforth Hayes would have won supporting if she had put herself in supporting.
Yes, that's what we say. Those big swings, they don't work. They don't always work. I agree with you. We look at who is your leading, who really is your supporting. All the shows you look at that. I think at this point, either way, look at that.
I'm looking at this right now. With Young and the Restless, okay, you take a look. Really, real talk. Who is your lead actors on Young and the Restless? Peter Bergman, Eric Braeden. Sometimes depending on the Jason Thompson and go ahead, James. I'm sorry.
I'm saying it should be. They're not doing this correctly. It should be Brighton James. It should be Jason Thompson. It should be. I guess he's perpetually now a supporting character. It should be my cousin Christian J. LeBlanc. These are folks who were been on the show forever and were. Well, especially Christian, he had been a leading person at one point. They kind of went back down again. They go up and they go back down. I don't know what that's about. But I feel like Joshua Morrow should be more leading. And the thing with Devon, I mean, it's because we don't have Neil or anything anymore. He should be the leading. He's of that age. He should be the leading. Man, I guess I feel like they're pushing Nate more than they are Devon. So is Nate a leading man? Or is he supporting?
All I know is next year, where Billy Flynn goes is going to be fascinating, and it's going to tell me a lot about that set because he's not on days, baby, and so you ain't gonna come in and thank you to top dog. So
I agree with you on that one completely, Walker. I'm very curious to see where he places.
You're gonna be you're gonna find out real quick.
Yes, and we got to the actress here. I know we get there. We have to also remember there's some spoilers could happen because there is Beyond the Gates.
Ciao.
But I think some people are going to get nominated. I think people are going to
Who?
I think.
The one that plays Eva, most definitely. She's gonna.
I don't know about most definitely, but let's go. Okay.
I think Trisha Mann Grant's going to get nominated.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Is that the one who plays Eva's mother? Or
Yes.
I loved her. I think she's great. I think she is kind of like Beyond the Gates, what Luna is for Bold and the Beautiful.
No, Mama is she's eating it and drinking that Kool-Aid too much, and she's hamming it up. Because the way she acted the other day, you did not do all that extra when you first. She's scenery chewing in the bad way now, and not the good way where she was like, yeah.
Oh, you're right. She chewing some scenery. I will agree with that.
She's eating Atlanta alive, like Raheem.
And this her name right now, and is the one that plays Haley. I think she might get something.
I don't know about her, but I think Tamara she's gonna get one almost just because. I think
because she's Tamara Tooney.
Yeah,
not Walker. I think she's gonna get it because of her name.
I think that's also going to be a politics thing next year too. Is how many nominations? What is the optics that we can't have the new Black show and not give them any? I mean, it's people. We're going to tell us, it's going to be true. It's going to kind of who gets it and who really deserves it based off of the politics.
Devin says, all the girl plays Vanessa should get it, Lauren B.
Vanessa, the blonde woman.
Oh,
Y'all watching the old soap operas?
Or John Lindstrom.
Oh yeah, John Lindstrom. Yeah.
Or Katie McLean.
He did better. I'm about to shut my goddamn computer.
No, John Lindstrom's doing better in that. He's making that role into something.
I've seen better work as Kevin.
Oh, yeah, or as Ryan, of course. Yeah, obviously. Yeah. But I feel like he is elevating the work because it's him.
He would go over there and win for that when he should have won for Kevin and Ryan. That's the kind of shit that would happen. He will get it and win for that when he should have won on GH.
You know, I can't wait for that nomination special to come out. I can't wait to do that show. I can't wait to see what happens because I am really curious.
If they change the rules because of whatever, because you know the Emmys change rules left and right, and that 179-page PDF that James doesn't want to read, but I'll read it. So for the big time stuff, I'm like, okay, about the soaps. There you go.
I just ask you questions. Like, what do they say? I don't want to read that shit.
I bet you I can see Katie trying to slide into that guess.
Of course.
Yeah.
She's not on enough.
No, of course she is. I think there's a few. I'm not saying everybody, but I think a few people are going to get nominated. I think, but we don't know. We're gonna really see. Someone says June will get nominated. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we're gonna see how. I mean, I'm just curious. I know a lot of folks are thinking Carter's gonna get it, just for those scenes from the whole.
We got people out here crying for Sharon Case, and y'all named all these damn people on the gates that you think are better than. Let's move on next. That give me a headache.
It'll be very interesting. Okay, let's go on to speaking of Sharon Case. Let's go on to outstanding lead performance by a daytime drama series actress. Sharon Case, Young and the Restless. Eileen Davidson, Young and the Restless. Melissa Claire Egan, Young and the Restless. Nancy Lee Grahn, General Hospital. Chanel Stafford, Young and the Restless, and Laura Wright is General Hospital. And Candice had said a tie, but you still won by default. You won that one because the winner was Nancy Lee Grahn. As we said earlier, we all are not mad. I think we're mad at that. I guess she had some good material. The Sam stuff was pretty good. So, any comments? Right, so her speech was fine.
I was just glad that she was one because I did say a tie. I said Melissa Claire Egan because I just thought it was her. I thought they were going to give it to her because they not giving it to her last year. And I was kind of hoping that at least somebody from Young and the Restless was going to get something. But I'm happy that Nancy won because look, before the Sam stuff, she had material with the drinking, Gregory, Molly, Christina, that whole situation, her job coming back, and then the big Sam stuff. And I just was like, this is her year. This is her comeback year. And when she won, joy, happy.
I was glad that she was in lead actress. That's what she should be. That's her first time winning lead actress. You see she was supporting the last couple times. It's her third win.
I was happy to see her win. I forget who I even picked on that list.
You picked, I can tell you.
Oh.
You picked Sharon Case. And me and Walker picked Eileen Davidson. I really thought Eileen was going to get it. They're like, oh my God, in chat, they're like, you see Eileen's face, she was shocked she didn't win.
I for a second, I thought I was like, what would they do? Social media would explode if Michelle won again, back to back.
Why not? Again, it's not her fault. I mean, she won. I mean, it's just, But I had a feeling she was going to win again this year. I just had a feeling she wasn't. I really thought Eileen was going to get it for some reason. I just thought she was going to get it. I don't know. I thought Nancy was great, but I just had a feeling, and I thought even if she didn't get it, I knew Sharon wasn't getting it. No. I didn't think Melissa was getting it. I thought Laura might get it, and people would be pissed about that too. I'm sure. I thought she was going to get it. I really did. But I thought Eileen was going to get it for some reason. I think about Eileen Davidson, and she's won several times already. I mean, for all her roles, whatever. To me, she's a great actress.
She's like Peter Bergman. They are the standard bearer That's why when y'all went on naming those people, it gave me a headache because y'all like Peter Bergman, Eileen Davidson, and then these low level, like, I mean, God bless.
Gerry, what are your thoughts?
I was happy to see Nancy Legrand, win. I mean, I saw a performance, that scene they showed of her railing against God in Sam's room. I mean, that was just really, really powerful.
That was good. It was a. I mean, it's sometimes out of situations. The Sam's death really did give some people some good stuff.
Oh yeah, and also she also had the stuff dealing with Christina's the death of Christina's baby.
Yeah.
And trying to navigate between the two sisters. So she had a lot of stuff that was really powerful last year.
I will bring up, because I do not know, again, like we don't know who the next people in the process, only one round. For supporting or whatever, I still think that her name was Christina Vagnos, who played Molly, should have been nominated. I just love her performance. I mean, TJ was nominated, Kate was nominated. I just feel like she was great also, and in a lot of those scenes, and she didn't get nominated.
I'm going to say it right now. I hope Cameron gets nominated for lead next year. Because he is playing the hell out of Drew.
He is. Oh, he is.
I think he's going to.
But will he get nominated? Has he been nominated before?
I don't think so.
I think so either.
He was Ryan Lavery on All My Children. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, did he win or did he just get nominated?
He just got nominated and looked pretty.
I know Josh Duhamel won. He played his brother.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. But no, I'm agreeing with Walker 1,000%. I know everybody hates the character, but there's a reason why you hate the character.
Yeah, he's doing his job. It's the same thing with Kate. The reason people hated Christina, they're doing their job.
I agree with you completely.
And the Drew character. See, I think what we're going to find about the Drew character is this whole change in personality is brain damage from when he was attacked in prison.
I so too. That's all. It's like the Jason thing. His twin brother, like he totally changed.
I still think we never got a we never knew who Drew was. This could be literally who he was before, and it's just because. Never mind, because that goes down a windy road, and I don't want to go down the road tonight because my head does hurt.
Unless they're going to tie this all back into the Manchurian Candidate storyline he had when Helena Cassadine had brainwashed him into being her soldier, and it's going to be tied into Cesar's return.
I just think he's doing a great job, and even also Katie McMullen, who plays Willow, is doing a great job. Again, a character I hate, but that's the reason why I hate it.
Yeah.
They both are. They're, I mean, seriously. I just watched yesterday. I watched today. I watched yesterday's episode, and I'm sorry. I love me Cynthia Watros. I will love her till I die. I'm a big, huge fan. I know a lot of fans are fans of her work, but I love her work. I think the three of them are doing this dance that's so interesting to me. And
this year, Kate has jumped. She has, yes.
She grew up.
Well, she's playing.
So
I know this is not the JHP spotlight, but she's playing a complex now. When she hugs you, she's like, I got to do this because I want my children so bad.
Yeah,
I'm feeling it. I'm actually feeling more emotion from her now that she had cancer.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Night and day acting.
Completely. Completely. And I would say this too, folks. Those are lead actors. I feel like Steve Burton is doing better acting than he's done in a long time too. I feel like he's hitting some marks that I've not seen in a long time. Now the writing need to look. I'm getting tired of Britt being upset all the time, it's getting on my nerves. But I feel like with Monica's death and Sam's death, everything, Steve has done some really great work. And when he told Carly, I was shocked. When he said, "Oh, your daughter's on the WSB," I was shocked when he was talking to her. I was like, "This is the Jason I like. I like this Jason." But again, the writing needs to match also. But the actors they're acting their asses off, and and everybody's praising Roy Gibson also, but I do want to praise Kenny McMullen. I do want to praise Cynthia Watchos. I do want to praise Cameron Matheson because it's messy. It is messy.
Next year is going to be a dog fight. The nominations are going to be a dog fight next year. There's a lot of good stuff.
And even it seems with Carlo Rota, our buddy who plays Sidwell, when Sidwell cracked his face, it was like, oh no, I own you. I loved it. Because this part of the storyline is so good because Drew didn't expect this part. His whole focus is Willow. That's his focus. And now she's in jail. He didn't plan for that. That was not in his plans. So I just feel like also got next year we got Jane Elliott.
If someone can get her to submit.
Yeah. I'm just saying she has a lot of good work also this year. That could be another spoiler if she does. Yeah, she does. Because now I'm trying to remember. So Deidre Hall doesn't do it anymore, right? She stopped, or does she submit? I remember.
I think that she just.
Was nominated. I don't know. I was like, well, I'm not a fan, so. But I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember. I'm not openly about that. I'm not a fan. But I wasn't sure. I thought somewhere she didn't stop. She stopped, or yeah. Oh, and then after asking you, Walker, do you think Katie will run as lead?
No. Supporting. She better not try that.
It's going to be crazy next year. I'm already starting to see certain people like that. I think is going to probably go and submitting for that category. I
have a feeling Alexa Havens is going to submit as Lulu. I think she's going to submit. I feel she's going to. This whole storyline with Rocco and all that.
Can we talk about how good her husband looks? Still, he looks better now than he did on White Children.
On White Children, was he Jamie or whatever? Jamie Martin. Yeah. I was like, when I saw, I was like, who that is? When I saw, I was like, oh, okay, I'm awake.
I'm hoping Frank had a conversation there.
If Tim, that like literally, he walked by, I was like this. I was like, okay, breathe. Because
now folks, there's a name that should not be mentioned on my channel. We don't talk that name.
Oh, that one that showed up.
He was at the Emmys. I'm saying, if you want to recast the role with Alexa's husband in that role, I'd watch.
If we got to deal with a blonde and their real life squeeze, let's do that. Let's go with that blonde and that squeeze.
I'm with you 1,000%.
I hope he's dropping her off in the parking lot too. And
I
hope Frank pulled him to the side and said, you know what? I got a character for you.
That's right.
Actually, you know what? I'm so protective of this character. I would let you come back and be lucky. I would be fine with Justin being lucky.
Well, the chat says you Dylan Quartermain.
That would work too.
It's an age group, right?
Wait a minute, let's see. Let's see here. Wait a minute.
Then Dylan and Lucy then Dylan and Lulu get together. They have a past. They had a child, and she aborted. Yeah. Work.
I kind of want to stay clear.
O'Delly says he looks good on Grey's Anatomy as well. I don't watch Grey's Anatomy, so.
Also, he is in the parking lot, Dan. So then what's taking so long?
The same way that Grey's Anatomy and GH crossover is taking forever.
Right.
Oh. Well, maybe they ain't the ratings ain't that bad yet.
Oh my God. Okay. We have just 4 more categories to go. These are they say these for last, but these are just like whatever. So we got to talk about these, of course. So outstanding director team was just 3 people. It was Days, General Hospital, and Young and the Restless. We all got it right. We all said General Hospital. They won. Anybody have comments on that at all?
I think we all talked about the Christina falling out, how that was done.
It was beautiful. It was very well done.
The wedding. I think they submitted the wedding. Jason Brooklyn's wedding.
Okay, that's good too. Okay.
I saw them have clips of both the wedding and Christina goes through the window.
Yeah. Well, they had to put the window one in there. They had to. I mean, that was their best. That was one of their crowning achievements.
Yeah.
August 8th, 2024. Whee!
We all like that. Okay, so that one. Okay, here's shout out to Black Barbie, who won a couple of awards. I was happy for them. Just want to say that. I actually watched it. I was very happy for them.
I thought
Outstanding writing.
Mama went way too long, but I understand like being not cynical, like that's your first, like she was very emotional, but at some point it was like, well, I gotta thank craft services because they kept me fed. I'm like, bitch, you went for 10 minutes. Come on.
Yes. But she was good, but I was happy for that. I did watch it. It was very good. I was happy for that. So I was happy for that. Outstanding writing. Days, GH, and Y&R. We were all wrong. So, any thoughts about the writing, kids?
Who won?
Oh, it was writing team was GH.
Oh.
I
wanted Josh to win just to piss people off.
Woo! He was there. He was there last night. He was there.
I was hoping I just want him to win just for that.
Well, people don't understand, we may not like Josh that much as fans, but the actors, because he does write for certain actors sometimes, and gives them some good stuff. He does every once in a while give some good stuff. That's why they like him. I know for Candice, I know you're there. One of likes. I know you want him tarred and feathered. I'm just saying.
I don't want anybody to lose their job unless they need
to. I'm just like, if he had one, that would have been really funny. It would have been a fuck you, Cherry Body. It would have been, and it would have been an award. I mean, I wonder what he would say. That'd be kind of maybe something exciting, hopefully.
Fuck you. That's Twitter. That's what I would say.
I was going to tweet. That's right. All right. And of course, outstanding drama series. We know it was General Hospital. None of us picked that. That one, one said one. So, any thoughts on that?
Well, while I thought that, I think I predicted it was going to be Young and the Restless. I was really happy because General Hospital was my favorite show. So I was very happy to see that win. I just didn't think it was going to because I thought maybe also they thought they'd won a few too many times lately.
Yeah, I'm surprised they let that slide. I'm very surprised that they let that slide.
I think General Hospital has gotten better.
Yes.
The last couple of years. Every show has their flaws, but it has gotten better. It has gone faster. The pacing is much different. And some of the other shows just, I mean, like Y&R isn't that good. I'm watching it. It's like, it's a lot of talking. Bold's crazy. They did whatever the fuck they want. I try to watch Days, bored out of my mind. And I'm enjoying Beyond the Gates. I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it. To me, it's comical. It's kind of funny. It's new. It's fresh. I'm enjoying it. Is it the best stuff on air? I don't agree with that. I would say if I had to pick with GH, if I had to pick, the storylines that they had last year, they featured, they're really good. They're really good storylines. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Gerry first. They can.
Okay, well, I was going to say with Young and the Restless, like this summer, I think summed up a lot of the problems I have with the show with their trip to France. And the two best metaphors for my problems with Young and the Restless is the metaphors being a train that didn't move. I'm like, okay, well, that feels like a lot of their plot lines. And the maze nobody can figure their way out of. Also felt like some of the writing on the show.
Go ahead, Candice. I'm not commenting.
Here's the problem that Young and the Restless stuck to the same format that has won them the awards, which is the standalone episodes. Yes, the Nikki and Jack one, amazing. But again, when you're a voter or even us fans, how many standalone episodes can you show us over and over and over? And then it's one with Sharon again going through a mental situation. Days of Our Lives. Okay. I do believe they picked what I had thought, the hit and run and the Doug's funeral situation. But with General Hospital, you had a blend of happiness and sadness. And that's what worked. You had the chase in Brooklyn and then a mother worst nightmare of their child dying. That's an ensemble cast, amazing writing. It just worked this year. So good job, GH. You finally get it. You're getting it. You're slowly getting it. Keep it up.
Oh,
Okay?
they ain't got it next year. Young and the Restless will be back next year. You know why? Cause Jill over there, and Jill gonna put that goddamn reel together.
One of Candice's favorites. One of Candice's favorites.
Over there,
Jill,
but she
Mama Jill's home to save the day. We already see her. Her influence is already showing up. We got Tamara and Roger. Her influence is
we got the Hollywood Heights storyline. For those who remember Hollywood Heights, we have that going on. But right now, it's at the end of the year. The year's almost over with. From January up until now, that show has not. If we're going to base off this year for next, yeah, okay, sell it to me. Sell it to me hard. That Young Restless is going to get something.
They're not going to let GH win 6, 7 in a row. They're just not going to do that. Like, why would you even show up?
I agree with you on that one.
They're just not going. It's just not going to happen.
Well, I think the Bold and Beautiful got a big wake-up call.
Yeah, what was that all about?
What?
What was that all about? I mean, you only have 4 soap operas basically to choose from, and Bold and Beautiful just got ignored in all of the major categories.
I think it's a big wake-up call. I think it's a call that you can't just skate on your name.
I love it.
I mean, there was a great. Well, like it's like a couple of years ago, also you had Neighbors joining in, getting in there. It was something different. People were like, Neighbors? What the fuck? It's on daytime in America. I love when something new happens. I
love when people get put in timeout.
I know some things I can't say on camera that I know. It's kind of funny. About that.
They got when they had that miniseries, Beyond Salem was nominated.
Yeah, I love that too.
Yeah,
I loved it also. I love when something kind of infiltrates. I mean, the Bay.
Yeah.
There are other soaps like Studio City was there for a while. There's other soaps out there too that not just the Bay, that if they want to add those in there. I mean, if you want to reach out to them and say, please, apply and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I love something new happening, and I just think that both people got a wake up call that they can't rest on their laurels. They can't just skate on their past, and it was shocking. It was totally shocking, and it was shocking to them too. So I'm curious
because these past 6 months have been an improvement.
Oh yeah, definitely. They're in a new studio now too.
They got Deke and Remy have me watching.
Of course you do. No, I was like, no. My thing was, they're good. They're good. I'm just. It's kind of funny that Remy was straight at one point, I guess, but he was hiding it, and it was. But I'll take the loose explanation. I'll take it because he is good. Because he's good. So I'll take the loose explanation. I was almost hoping that he was the father of the baby. That's another story. That could have made it more messier.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Made it more messier. But no, I like them together, and yes, I respond to the anti-gay comments I was getting about the storyline. I mean, we don't do that on this channel. We just don't do that. The channel's run by a gay black man, so if you forgot that, I will always speak out on that. But I and with Deke now going into Forced Creations, and I'm really curious to see what they do. But I've been wanting this for years. I've been wanting a gay couple. I've been wanting gay men on this show for years. So I'm curious how they do this. I hope they don't fuck it up.
It would be very interesting because she's been out here begging. She's another one of those ones to be out here begging for a job. If they bring his mama on, that's something people have been asking for, or she's been asking for.
Yes, there's several. She is posting things and saying stuff. Online. We'll name names. Adrienne Franz.
Yeah, she's another one. She's
campaigning.
Begging. I guess the economy is bad. It's hard out here for a pimp. That's why everybody from GH is on the phone calling.
Well, folks, you're talking about begging. I mean, Brian Craig has been ringing that bell for a long time.
Now you got the other little boy who definitely has no chance in hell of coming back.
Palmer Watkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been pressing the buttons. It's been out there.
Put some respect on something that you guys said about Adriana. It is Emmy Award winner.
No, I like her. But I'm saying
the NBA ain't paying the bills either because the way she begging. So what difference does it make?
That's what they put on the resume. You know, when you have something, you have to do that.
Mama is out here begging. She's been begging for 10, 20 years. So what the resume needs to be updated.
Yes.
Take it off. Maybe that's what it is. Take it off.
She went over to Days for a second. What was that whole Beyond Salem? She was on there. Her and her husband were on there for a second.
How the less talented one work more than that? Life is so funny. How your less talented husband work more than you? Oh my God.
He's working. He's out there working.
Oh my God.
You know, he is. I know. It's something else. But first of all, these soaps are a little bloated. You can't keep adding everybody in the world on there. You have to make sure. And again, don't bring anybody back unless you're going to write for them. That's the whole thing. And sometimes it works. Kelly Tebow. Sometimes it totally works. Gerry said in the chat, they're all Ryan Pavey and Kelly Tebow. It works sometimes.
Okay, is Ryan Pavey back? He's not really Nathan, right?
Well, he's playing Nathan.
I know, but is he really going to be?
I don't know. Cesar,
our Wright's husband there in real life.
I hope not.
And Ryan didn't beg. I'll give him credit.
Yeah, he really didn't beg.
That's what he didn't beg. He didn't beg. He didn't. You're right. He didn't beg.
He told y'all to kiss his ass.
Sure did.
He literally said, "Kiss my ass."
I know. I thought he was gonna be like the ex-EJ. I thought he was gonna be like James Scott or whatever his name is. Because he left Hollywood. Yep. That's it. We have not heard him since. He has not been back.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Ryan would be the same.
That's still a shame. Because that was a talented.
Oh, great actor.
It's crazy that such a talent just wastes. Because the one that they got now will never be James Scott.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, I don't.
Well, if he had good acting, it wouldn't be such a. No, man, let me stop myself.
And of course, my man over. I did my interview with with Teo Painless. He thinks that he should be the next one in line for Steph now. But they're not treating him that way. So
that's another bagger.
I don't think that anything can bring me back to ball. I think really should. It's better than it was before. It's cuckoo crazy. Almost, I admire that. They're just like, here we go.
What show?
Oh, beautiful. She's like, I don't even bring back to ball. It's like, this guy is dead. I think you should tune in. It's crazy, but I'm kind of enjoying it. Like it's so just like outrageous.
I'm gonna tell you, it's those 5 got me back into the show. It is literally Luna.
The new blood.
What's the little crew? What's crew? Who?
Will.
Alexa, Remy, D. Those 5 are literally the only reason that I'm watching Bold and Beautiful. I could give a shit less, even though my girl is up. She's back. I don't care about their storyline. I'm literally those 5 deserve a raise. They're the only. If I look and they're not on, never mind. I'll skip. I'll wait till tomorrow.
Teo is not. He's not retired. He's working. He's on Days of Lives right now. He's on there. Retired. The other person, and folks, the other person who's semi-retired is Jess Walton. She lives somewhere else. That's when she came to town, filming her scenes, but she is semi-retired. She's not fully retired, but she's semi-retired. So, girlfriend thing, I think Crew is awful. I don't think he's awful. I think he really fits the role of what they're writing for him. I really do. I have to say, I think. I mean, he's his dad's image right there.
And even acting, like Josh was no, well, he still ain't no thespian, but he definitely one of those thespian straight out the box.
Right.
those first years were rough. So
Yeah.
Crew is already coming in to me higher than what his dad premiered at.
I mean, not everybody's Heather Tom. Sorry, Heather Tom has been great from the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, just there's some actors, there's some younger actors who come on who are just dynamic.
And we see that every day with Amelia Heimlich. She is no Heather Tom. And I don't care if she's been in the role 20 years. The bitch still ain't Heather Tom.
Heather Tom, Heather Tom. I would take Katie and bring her back over as Victoria. That's what I would do.
That would be my dream. If that ever happened, Lord have mercy. I might, well, I was gonna say I might run around the street naked, but I have to play anyway. Oh my God, that's what the men be saying too.
Okay, I know. Okay. Well, it's like, look at your face when you mentioned Kelly T. They said Walker spilled the tea. There's no tea to spill, so it's all very open. She wanted to come back on the show. Things didn't work out for her.
I don't like that girl. I don't like that girl. I don't like that girl personally. When I say I don't like people, it's because we have beef in real life, not internet or or the character. I don't like that girl. Yeah.
I don't like Deidre Hall and I. She can kiss my grits. Same thing with Robert Strauss can kiss my grits. There's some people can kiss my grits. This is real life stuff. But other than that, I mean, no, she openly came back to Frank and asked him. She said it on the show. She asked to come back. At first, he wasn't looking for that. For her, they found a story and brought her back. I was saying she completely asked to come back
for a year. Because she thought she was about to make it big and told them to kiss her ass, kill me off so I can't come back. Then went to a show and the show got canceled. And then she thought she was going to be real Miss Big and hopped her ass to another country for a man. He told you, get your ass back to LA. You come back and you beg for a goddamn job for a year.
Walker, I missed you.
I mean, and here's the thing, and I want to tell you guys something to you folks, and we always spill tea over here. None of these actors are making lots of money. Just want you to know that also. They're not paying people on stuff like they used to. They're not at all. But it's a job, and also it's good for benefits. It's good for giving your SAG card. It's good for certain things. It's good for schedules. Yeah, those dues are high. They are high. But it's also good if you have kids or whatever. It's good for that too. You can work. They work differently now than they used to. So there are benefits to going on shows. But I'm telling you, several actors have told me personally they were asked back on shows. They said no because of the money. They were not. They were like, I can make more money on the corner than going back to some of these shows. They're not really paying that as what they used to. But I agree with you, A.E. I don't like burning bridges either. Like, never say never, because you just never know. I'm one of those I'll cautiously tell you off. I will cautiously say a few things if I think you're not going to be anything for me later. But yeah, I mean, and so you go out there, you try stuff. It don't work. You come back and you talk to people. And like we said, sometimes it works.
But also that kind of goes to show what a businessman that guy is, because he's looking at, love it or hate it, the character does help the show. It does. She does fit in with the pieces, and not just her, but other people, like, to have that. I'm not going to take it personal that you did burn this bridge,
Also, and I kind of like that Frank Valentini, because he gets lots of hate online.
Always.
And again, people do not realize you would not have General Hospital on the air. No. That's not exaggeration. That's not hyperbole. That is the truth. The man keeps it under budget. He does take care of his actors that he likes. He takes care of them. That's why they like him. They really do like him. He's the reason why it's on the show. It's on the air, literally. So you can hate him all you want and think he's this, that, and the third. The producer.
But I feel like most people are that feel that way is because whoever their favorite person is not his favorite. Right. If your favorite person was one of his pets, you would not be singing the same thing.
Right. Yeah, I don't hate him. I like it because I like General Hospital. I like what he does with it. Yeah. I don't agree with every decision he makes, but yeah.
Also, Sweetie wasn't that great when she first started.
And if I've been on my job 30 years, you damn right I got some seniority and I'm going to be pushing my way and having my way around.
I try to say that.
You got people who have been on that show 30, 40 years, and I'm sorry, Charles, Miller, whatever your name is, you can't just come in and just think, no, sir, like.
I know when fans go, they're always on. Like, well, no, there's a reason why Eric Braeden has a front burner storyline, or Peter Bergman, or Mary Thomas Scott. They earned it. Laura Wright's earned it. I don't care what anybody says about Laura Wright. She's earned it. She's a cheerleader for that show. She does whatever they ask her to do, and she's been on for what 30 years, 30, 40 years in the daytime. There's a reason why she's number 1 or 2 on the call sheet. I get it. I feel like every job has seniority. And I don't, and people forget
every job.
Every job.
I don't care if you at the bank, you at the whorehouse, you at Walmart. There's seniority. The old hoe don't gotta go out there and do all the tricks.
Exactly.
The young one gotta go out there and fuck all the men.
That's
the
right.
Old hoe just sit back and chill and collect her paycheck.
I agree with work on that one. That's true. You got to prove yourself. You're new. You got to prove yourself. You'll be doing 12 men tonight. When who's been for a while, you can do 5. You're good. That's how you do it.
Toxic. Just what? Because you want to be running around in people's dressing room. People don't want to be bothered with you. Go, sir. Miss Rebecca Hurst goes to work. She goes to her job, leaves. She don't see you don't hear a peep out of her. Sweetest, nicest woman ever.
And she's a vampire. I truly believe that. I saw her. Turnbrook Kerr. Seriously, we need to know. We need. I have questions, but you're vampires. We call it out what it is. They're vampires.
And all the folks were like, he knew where his bread was butter. He played on days for a while. He didn't talk shit about nothing. And then when JH said, "Come on back," and you'll be like 3rd on the call sheet or 4th on the call sheet, why would he do it? Why would he not do it?
That's a prime example of not burning your bridge. Exactly. He left very classy.
Yep.
Did not say, didn't pull the Ingo, and was welcome back. And I hate that Ingo did that because I'm rewatching GH the 90s, and god damn it, I miss Jax.
It was good. No, that's like
Ingo's Jax. It's like, why do you have to?
He was so good. He was so good as a foil to Sonny. To me, he was one of the few guys who came in and was a foil because he was a corporate raider. He was Australian, tall, bleach blonde. He had chemistry with everybody. I'm sad. And they mentioned in chat too. I'm sad about Ingo too about that. He just. You can't talk shit about your company and expect them to hire you back.
And go in on your coworkers.
Right.
Because the company thing, I think that in business, nothing surprises me in life. So that I could see that away coming. But you can't go and Nancy, keep it up. Everything you say, I was like, oh man, I thought you just learned your lesson and just like.
Or
but
harass her, or
it's such a shame. But also, if we're not going to have Brenda, then I really don't need Jax. So,
well, I always say that I think I read somewhere Brenda was going to come back to usher Sonny out.
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
But
that's
yeah.
Reese wants that. He said, when it's time for me to leave, I want Brenda to come get him.
Yeah, I'll be soon.
Which is fine. To me, that all works. If Brenda comes back, a few barbs with Carly, we'll do a few things here and there, and Sonny, let's go. I'm fine with that. You know what I mean? I'm fine with that kind of storyline. If that's the way he wants to go. No problem with that. No problem with
Puerto Rico.
Right. But 90s GH, of course, was prime time. I mean, that was just, I mean, there's so much I can talk about 90s GH. All the Quartermains, don't even start all that. All of that. I love 90s GH.
You know what? My new podcast coming soon. I love the 90s GH edition. Will be starting in a couple of weeks.
There you go.
where I'm going to recap.
On JLJ Media. No.
I'm going to recap the
You could have done it.
93.
I want to hear this, Walker. I'm so excited about it.
It's some good stuff. Some good stuff.
That's literally, I started in 91
There you go.
and worked my way, and I'm already at almost at 97 in like a month.
That right?
It's like crack. It got me.
It's good.
But I know it's about to fall off the cliff, so I'm like, I see it coming.
Right now, you're in the Guza years. So
No, it's still Wendy Rich. It's
okay.
I just I'm at
No, she's talking about writing wise.
Bobby just married Stefan. We got Miranda, Rowan, Brenda, and Jackson's wedding. That's where I'm at right now.
Okay. I like Wendy.
Yeah, Wendy was the executive, but for the writing team, you had Michelle Von Jean was there, Patrick Mulkey was there, Francesca James was there, Pratt and all of them. That was some good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, which makes me frustrated. Why y'all had some of the same people on Beyond the Gates, and what happened? I don't understand.
Well,
It's
find out what we
there was the Stone stuff. It was so everything is so intertwined, and it's the same writing staff. I don't understand.
Work interference is a real thing, and politics and stuff also counts into today. What was great back then was there was freedom. Oh, that's a whole different show right now. What we're talking about is daytime Emmys.
Ain't nobody watering nothing. Ain't watering something down that bad. Sisters on BT better than that bullshit. And I don't even watch Sisters. I'm just saying Sisters.
I was gonna say.
Oh my God! Oh my God! I let my job know I grade them a 2. Oh my God! There was like, it's the first year. Yes, it's the first year.
Yeah, that's like you being a new person and you come. Oh, everybody don't want to talk to you. We don't even know you. You ain't even been here 6 months. Why you all in my face want to have a conversation? Y'all do that at work. See, that's the thing where I think people on Twitter, like, they lose their brain. It's like, do y'all actually go outside the house? Because y'all can't be the way y'all think. You can't actually have a real job and interact with real human beings and be this damn dumb. It's so I don't understand it.
Well, it's first of all, there are a lot of contrarians out there who just say shit because they can.
There's a lot. Social media has almost become like, let me say the most outrageous thing to get engagement and get 5 people to respond to me. It's becoming it's so heavy on that.
Because I'm like, a debate. I can do debate. Let's do some healthy debating. That's great. But it's becoming the same where you can tell they're just saying that just because they want
to get a reaction.
Yeah, they want attention. They want a reaction because it makes because there's people who don't even not even read your whole statement and just say something. And like that's what I said. I didn't say, like, they're just trying to be. They try to, like I said, trying to start something up. They're like, what is that? I like healthy debate. I mean, we don't all agree on everything. That's fine. I have no problem with that. And I always will put out my bias and say, oh, well, I love this person. I like that. I will fully be transparent in my statements because we have a right to have our opinions. And I think that's fine. But there's just folks out there, I think, you have to really look at the big picture. And soaps we say it's all the time on these shows, to a blue in the face. Soaps are a business. And even though it's your first year out, I will respond to that comment. In your first year out, you had 25 years to put this together. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't have to rush to put this on the air if you're not fully ready. You have a writing staff that's legendary. So we are expecting legendary scripts. I think it's your right to feel that way. Like that you really want. If you see names that you're like, wow, these are names, then I expect when I watch the show, amazing work.
Well, and this is where I can say it's kind of the hard thing about being Black. I don't want to just say like the bar is not, oh, this is good for a Black show. I want it to be good that is on the level of all the other shows. It's not about, oh, well, it's good for Black. It's better than BET. That's what people used to say. It's better than BET. That shouldn't be our bar.
Right.
The bar should be, this is the best show. This is the best soap opera, point blank, period. And that's
This is better.
that's what I wish for.
Because I have seen shows. Yes, they're not 5 days a week, but here's my statement about this. I've seen shows that are once a week that are amazing their first season. Which to me says they took their time on the scripts. They took their time on finding the right actors for roles. I feel like on a soap opera, you can still do that. So, I don't need names for everything, but just like let's find some good actors.
But that's to go to your point. The show was in development there was time. Yes, this is the first year. These scripts, the story outlined, the Bible was. This is what you just worked on for 2 years. That's the point. Is that they did have time. I give the shows grace now because it's a machine. Now you're in it. You're turning over so much, and I just don't believe. I don't believe we can never go back to the 90s quality with this model, with this production model. There's just, when you went from doing 2 shows a week and you're filming maybe 3 or 4 shows in a day, there's just so yeah, now, but it's been rocky. That show's been rocky from day one. It ebbs. When it's good, it's good. And when it's bad, it's bad. And it's a lot of mid. And right now, it's not bad, it's just mid.
Well, I remember one of the big things I saw in the first couple months of Beyond the Gates is they build up to these amazing like parties at the country club, and you're like, okay, something good's gonna happen, and then nothing happens. And it kind of feels like the show's got a lot of times too much build and without any follow through. I also think that they got to really work a little bit more to tarnish Tamara Tooney and Clifton Davis's characters, because they're just so perfect that they come across as just boring, and they should be dynamic and fascinating.
And they're not. We look at Eric Braeden. They are nowhere near Eric Braeden's age. They should be driving a storyline and not being, just to talk to.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Then you did this whole campaign of we're telling this shocking story that's never been done. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be. We had a member in our girl group. Okay.
Yeah,
that's like it's like we got Mom and Pop Horton here, and they just live watching the grandkids, and the kids live a lot. They are still young and like, why isn't Anita out? Why does she got no business?
Well, I just think, Walker, I'll give a good example, and I know someone who watched Israelites back in the day. Mrs. H, she's going on adventures with Bo. She would help him with some of the crime stuff or behind the scenes stuff. They had adventures.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was kind of fun to watch them do stuff. Carolyn Brady was all messy. She was messy. You had Victor over here and Sean over there, and like you're right. These people, they weren't just baking cookies and walking around regal. They're like, we're in story.
And they're only at, and for a show y'all talk about, we got 20,000, 50,000 sets, and y'all only have Vernon, on that goddamn sofa in that little raggedy little restaurant or the country club. Where are the sets at? Let them in. Have they even interacted with the white woman?
Oh my god, I don't even know. I don't even know. It's funny. I don't know. Good
Which
question.
one?
I don't even know.
Vanessa, have they even interacted with the little grown grandbabies?
Oh my god, have they?
Yes. Wait, with Terrell and Samantha.
Yeah. Have they? That's a good question.
I want to say yes. I gotta get back on that.
Yes.
We shouldn't have to think like that.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not just saying, oh, I just want to shit up. I want the show to succeed, because if that succeeds, then we can get another one, and then maybe another. It's for everyone's best interest for the show to be well. But I'm just gonna just say it's great, because despite my own face, I'm not gonna do that, because it's not.
Like I said, I'm enjoying it. It's not perfect, but I'm enjoying it. And it's one of those things where I want to be good too. I want it to be so amazing where I'm like running home every day to watch it, so to speak. I'm not doing that right now, but I am watching it. Daisy Flower says her issues with the age of the kids. Some of them are way older. Some of them can't act. That's my problem with kids.
And why do they need kids? Why do you saddle down your 30-something gay couple with some grown-ass kids? Without the kids, their relationship problems would be more interesting.
Right.
It's just this decisions were made, and I just don't understand.
Okay. You don't understand kids. Okay.
Yeah, I with the gay couple there, it just seems almost like that's the gist of the whole crux of their personalities. Hi, we're gay. That's what makes us interesting, as opposed to working to make them interesting
with no chemistry.
Well,
and that one little boy, I love you living your life, and you taking your selfies and you being your shirt off, and my body better than yours, but okay, that's another story. But maybe hit a class. I mean, an acting class, not a gym class. Hit an acting class sometime. Because it's still rough.
The problem is, it's gotten worse, because it's always been this way, right? In the daytime, where the guys, it almost feels like they want the girls to act better. The guys are just eye candy, so to speak. They all have their shirts off. It's gotten worse, where it's just like, if you're hot,
ain't nobody on this shirt to have it. And how come we ain't got nobody good with the shirt off? You got the
Greg Vaughn's coming. Greg Vaughn's coming, so you know.
Wait, what do you think about Greg?
See that old 60-year-old man's bare chest, gray chest.
I'm sorry, he's hot. Hey. I'm almost 60-year-old man. I want to see that on television. Shit. I don't care, Walker. I'm old. I want to see some old man on into a nice body. Shit.
Thank you.
You had me till you mentioned nice body.
Yeah, it's a nice body. You want to see that? I don't care. I'm almost 60. Shit, I want to see that. I can't go topless on a show. You don't want to see all this. I'd rather see.
Who he gonna work with that can't help raise his acting?
I mean, don't you do that? Don't you do that?
Because he works when he has a partner that elevates. Who gonna elevate him on that show?
Pair him up with who we think he's going to be paired up with Daphne, aka Nicole.
Well, they ain't get that poor woman. You would think, and that's where they messed up too. Y'all leaning too much into that Trisha Mann Grant bullshit. When Nicole, we barely got a POV of her. We don't care about her divorce now. It's
Right.
months later. Y'all built up that woman so much that it's like Nicole was a damn under 5 in the story. And it was her marriage that got ruined. And why she can't be with the chocolate man? That chocolate man look good.
Which one?
Not the
Carlton?
husband, that's for sure. Carlton. The one from Dynasty. And why they got him acting like under
I
5?
love him. Oh my God, he played Michael on Dynasty.
Why? He should be a person on the. See, that's what y'all make all these mistakes. You got someone who was in prime time, who was basically the damn male lead of a show for 5 seasons, but you got him under 5. But we gotta watch these other people who can barely like, hi, mom, it's so great to see you. But we gotta deal with that.
Folks,
again. Choices.
You got a body.
Look good, can act, got presence, has that star quality.
It does. You like it too, Gerry. You would like it too.
And we see him.
I want to like the show more, but it's the storylines just don't grab me as much as they want them to. I mean, I like and I keep forgetting some of the characters' names. I like, of course, the crazy woman who had Ava's mother. She's like my favorite character in the show, and I like what's the lead actress name who was on Bold and the Beautiful?
Autumn Mosley.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah,
and she's fun, and I love her paired up with the photographer guy.
But you have to be careful with her. It's going to depend on the writing because the character. Go ahead, Candice.
No, I was going to say you can't take this character too far.
Right,
like they already. Yeah, you can go back and forth with her, but just don't take her. Like like in the beginning, she was a little too much for me. Like I was like, girl, just tame it down a little bit. God.
You mean pulling a gun at her ex-husband's wedding?
Yeah.
But but now she's kind of more likable, palatable a little bit. So yeah.
And whoever wrote today's, that was nasty work. That was nasty. Having Danny get that call from Forrester Creations, and then you're gonna have her. That was my biggest dream after what they did. That was nasty work. Whoever wrote that today, that's nasty. Y'all know that girl's history with that show, and then to have her say, "That's my biggest dream. That's what I always wanted to do was to work with the Forresters." Oh, that was nasty. Ooh, y'all some nasty people over there. That was very nasty.
I haven't seen today's yet. This turned into a roast. Samantha, you get the comment for today. Thank you. But it's all part of the daytime Emmy stuff. It's all part. You guys were wondering what we do with the daytime Emmys. They're on Carlton. Ain't nothing more. Is it? Carlton is on Tyler Perry's divorced sisters. He's been fine. He's been so fine. Been a fan since hit the floor. You're saying words all you know.
Oh, he was. Oh, yes, he was on Hit the Floor. The man should be a lead on that show.
I don't know. I like him. I don't know these shows you're talking about. I'm like, look at that. Somebody brought up Jacob Young.
Jacob Young, what?
You both said for what? You both said for what? Oh, that's like I'm brought up Jacob Young.
What, for him to come on the gate?
Or something, I guess on a show or something. I don't know. I guess that was just right.
He post something on YouTube on his YouTube channel today. I did see that.
What he look like these days? Because he go up and down.
His hair, is
okay. That's you already. I already know what you mean.
Oh my God! He's like, he's like, and we're done. Okay.
Yeah.
God bless everybody.
The world bless the daytime community. Yay.
Yeah, I guess that's where we'll end it today, folks. We're gonna God bless it. So Jesus, we're gonna do another year down, kids. We did it. We survived somehow.
Next daytime Emmy will be.
I'm looking forward to next year's nomination thing is going to be exciting.
Oh, I agree. I'm seriously. I'm looking forward to next year's. I'm very curious how it's all going to play out.
I'm not looking forward to not finding out any of this information until probably like August, because if they're sticking with this October,
so are they
keeping it close? They want to keep it close with the prime time. That means. So does that mean eligibility thing gonna change because you're gonna wait half the year before you something? Yeah,
See, they should do it the other way around. They should have the daytime ones in August, the actual like award ceremony, and then lead into the primetime ones. August when they can actually put it maybe on TV because there's no other new programming to see on network TV.
Yeah, it was hard to ask for 2 hours doing premiere, especially CBS's premiere week, where they're premiering all their new shows that are going to get buku ratings and buku viewership laid back to ask for them to host an awards. And ABC and NBC have paid too much money in these sports deals to not show a game instead of a soap opera award.
And I think that's why August would be perfect. When it's
that August would be perfect.
And I keep saying this now. I say every year, and put them back on daytime.
Crickets.
Okay.
I mean, at this point,
they're not going to do it. I wouldn't mind that, Gerry, but I think they're not going to do it. They're not going to consider that.
Yeah.
I mean, they what was that one year that they did something on the talk? What was that? Oh, that's when they used to do the after.
Yeah, that was the after thing, and then they had another Asian award on their show.
Yeah, that's what it would be like if it was on the.
But
I wouldn't be upset with it. I just think they're not going to consider it. They're just not going to consider it.
I don't think they would consider it also because during the day, like that means it would have to be all the studios would have to shut off. We would have to make sure that we're off that week because we can't film that day because we got to go and do this instead, and their production model, blah 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 blah.
And AE, I'm going to agree with you on something. I truly believe this. I said that they should have done this for the 50th anniversary. Maybe bring it back to New York City. Only because I'll say this. I know we're gonna. I feel as though the heart of the awards is in New York City, and I get it. It costs a lot of money to travel. I get that. I understand the tickets go up every year. I get that some people lose interest in going because it is what it is. But I just feel as though, I don't know, there's something, I don't know, maybe, I don't know.
The heart of it was because there was also 4 shows in New York when it was on. Girl, they don't even want to drive from Calabasas to Pasadena. And you want them to fly across country. It's gonna be 5 people up there doing the same award for the whole night with an empty crowd.
Because I said this during the 50th. I know that a lot of people wouldn't come out from California. Okay, that's fine. You still got plenty of past and even some current that lives on the East Coast that you could have paired them up for something, and it would have worked probably. I said probably,
we could barely get them to Las Vegas, and that's an hour away.
For that.
But let's put it, I mean, if it goes to New York, you would have, I mean, obviously you would have some people from past soaps, and even some people might show up for morning shows, Kelly and Mark. I don't believe that. I don't buy that. Let me stop. I'm a little irritated about that. And by the way, everybody just show up. Like, if you can't show up, have some representatives show up for you instead of just having those blue seat covers.
But again, they messed up doing this in October. Of course, the crew, if you the New York crew, you can't.
Do it in,
What?
I said they did that even when it was off season, or even like May, or
Yeah,
whether it was May.
I'm not calling. I'm on vacation. I'm over here out in the south of France, and you want me to come and sit in a seat and not get fed
And
to maybe
you get
or maybe not win.
okay. It's either that. Don't show that blue because it was really. Again, I know how it looked on your end, but we was all back there. We was like, they should have took the fans from upstairs and give them the floor seat so that way it wouldn't look like blah.
That's a damn shame. They don't even trust soap fans enough to do like the seat fillers. They said, "Oh, y'all too crazy. Y'all can't even behave around the soap people. So we gotta keep you all the way up away from them." That's a damn shame.
But I do want to give a shout out. I was hoping they would do this, like the fan participation. So the fact that the young lady, Ali, is that her name? She got to present the award. I think it was Jonathan's category, right? That they had her more participation because that was actually one of the bright spots of the whole night.
I would rather that than people doing 4 or 5 awards.
All right.
Especially since they were so disparate,
And it's big. Why didn't they hire? Because those are companies that do the seat filling. Why didn't they hire the seat fillers?
Right.
Y'all don't want to spend no money.
Any money, I guess. It does cost money to have seat fillers. They didn't want to spend it. And you don't even pay them a lot. Seat fillers
They don't even pay them a lot.
You get paid a lot. I've been a seat filler before. You don't get paid a lot.
Some people will do it for free.
Yeah, because you want to be there, right? They want to be there with all the stars. Yeah, exactly.
Because they think they're going to get some food. And ain't no food unless you make it to the after party. And that's where the food at. It's a feast.
That was some good food at the after party. I ain't gonna lie.
Feast.
That was some good food. But shout
You
out
get everything.
to those a pretzel and fun-sized M&Ms during the time that I was there at the media. Next year, I think if I ever go again, I'm gonna bring snacks for everybody because I just felt bad that nobody was eating.
Well, obviously, when I go, I always bring a food bag with me, a little inside information. I always have a little food bag. Yeah, I always have it on. You're hungry with blood sugar, some of us have diabetes, guys. We got to keep our stuff going. I always have little juices and water in there just in case, because like you can't. I've been to some Emmys where there was nothing. And I've been to Emmys where there was stuff. Anytime Emmys sound really, really lean.
I love that Carla was like, they ain't feed us. Y'all got y'all in there sitting all that time. Y'all stomachs growling.
Well, I know. He says, I'm an extra. We don't get paid that much. Yeah, they don't pay that much. It's basic. They could have.
Do the presenters get swag bags?
Swag what?
Like they give those swag bags.
No,
yeah, a long time ago.
Currently the presenters get them. Okay.
I said a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw the bag. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they do have that one little lady who be with her little raggedy ass liquor. I don't know, some off-brand liquor that they always have, and they want people to come take a little picture in front of. The girl, anybody drinking this mess? This stuff might make you sick.
I think it was Biltmore whiskey.
Something I ain't never heard of. I ain't never seen nobody drink it either.
Oh, was that the one that Mario opened up his tuxedo and it said Biltmore inside it, and then they had
he did do that. That's right.
Oh, see, they give you a little, and they so a little stingy with that little. Ain't nobody want that little ragged shit.
That's right. They did do that. He was like,
shoes in it too. They had shoes. They had the day spa thing. Yeah, I looked in it. Was I going to take it? No.
I would have took it. I would have took one. I don't shade. I'm a klepto. I would have took one. It was like, oh, this is my complimentary bag. Thank you. I took it. But yeah, he said about the whole thing about Beyond the Gates. It's like, oh yeah, we have our own thing. I didn't know what the Biltmore was. I didn't know what that was. I didn't even know what it was.
Because it was one of the few commercials that they showed during the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was. But it was. I don't know.
Yes, no food, no water. Yes. Bro, yes. Well, they did have where we could get a cup of water, but I was told to always pack a lunch.
Yep.
So after party, yes, I did. Get quesadilla, that barbecue chicken, that cake. Yep.
Cake. Again, I was happy that the JLJ media was invited back. Thank you very much.
A lot of people weren't.
A lot of folks weren't. And yes, I was very, 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 very shady to those who were not nice to me, but so was going on for me. They decided to reach out to me and go, well, I know what it feels like now. And those sympathy came from James Lott Jr. and JLJ Media. I don't. You do me wrong, you show me your ass, and I believe you. So I don't. But there's one person who supported me who didn't get it right. I talked to him. I'm friends with him. I don't know who it is, but I'm friends with him. We did talk about it for him.
But I don't know what that whole situation. Like, I never see any of your stuff. So like you only. I mean, we both go to the same reason. We go for the after parties because I don't see any of your stuff. I ain't never seen one of the things come through my timeline because I know who you're talking about. I ain't never seen one thing. Don't nobody go, hey, did you see beep 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 stuff? It go into like the ether. Oh, I ain't never. I swear in my head, I love the Lord very much. I have not seen one of his stuff come across my timeline ever. Of all these years, but I see you at the parties. You post those pictures. Post all those damn goddamn selfies.
Now, folks, it's very true. You have seen some outlets at these award shows, and then you never see their stuff. And so I'm like, you're here just because we call them star fuckers. We also call them people who just want to go to the parties and be around people. That does happen. It happens. It's very common in LA when it comes to red carpets. I know folks who don't even go into the screenings. They go out. It's a little behind the scenes folk stuff. They go, do a red carpet, take some pictures, and they go home. And they're not, they don't even recover the event. And they may post a few pictures here and there, but you never see. I know some red carpets will ask me afterwards, can you give me a link to your videos of the interviews? And so, and I always post my shit, But other people, they don't know.
Some people they get that step and repeat pick, and that's gone. That's it. They just want that step and repeat.
It does happen, folks. It does happen out there. But this was nice to me last year, so I will be nice to this person because I gave support because they gave me support. That's how I am. Another person surprised me with what they were doing, trying to get to the red carpet. I was kind of surprised. You guys know who it is. So I met off camera. But that's somebody I was very shocked was trying to get to the red carpet.
It ain't that serious.
I didn't think so either, but I was just kind of like, oh, this person is trying to get out there. And I was really surprised by that. They chose to leave. So I was like, oh, okay. Oh, now that's our recap. I just ordered some food from Cheesecake Factory as we come in. I want to thank the 60 some odd people who watched this tonight. The more who'll be watching this later. This is our tradition. We're doing it. I guess 6 years at this point. We're doing this. This is your show to watch for all the. I'm gonna say it once again. There's more interviews coming. Don't go to Wide Army Spotlight. Don't go to Bold Mean Spotlight. Don't go to Chase Mean Spotlight. Come to this show. Come to this network. You'll see the interviews. Anything that says 2025 Daytime Emmys, that's what you want to watch. More interviews are coming. I have 8 out right now. Coming. And we'll be back in next year, whenever that is. We'll be back next year with another nomination special, which again, I think all 4 of us are excited to see how this plays out. I'm actually very excited to see how this plays out. I want to thank Walker, Stately Waggett Manor, and Candy Poo for coming back to do this with me every year. We have a good time. Do this twice a year. I always look forward to these shows. I might get in trouble for some stuff, but I don't give a fuck. This is how it is. And don't worry, James Jr. is a war horse. I am doing everything. I'm fine. I got a lot of things going on. Yes, I got all this stuff that's going on. It's gonna take a lot to pull me down out of here. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. So don't worry. James Jr. is gonna be here for a while. He's fighting everything, but he'll be here for a while. And I'm busy working, which Walker, I'm always working.
Always working.
I'm gonna die working. Trust me. That's not going to change either. More stuff for all of you out there. Everyone, take care of yourselves and each other.